How's it going, everybody? Well, it's that time of the year again. We're going to go do some single track riding. But first, got to get this YZ250X set up for the conditions we're going to ride in. So a few of the things I'm going to put on today are going to be the skid plate, full wrap handguards, new set of ProTaper pillow top grips, some of the old plastics with a headlight. I got a drill battery to put under the seat. Then from there, it's just a few other odds and end things, maintenance, and then switching to the 13 tooth front sprocket from a 14 tooth. So let's get to it. Here's where the drill battery goes on this bike. I just have a rigid Power Wheels adapter. Then it's got some blind nuts in the seat. And then just a waterproof 2-pin connector for that. Alright, air filter's on, feels like it's got a good seal. Set that back in there for now. So as I said before, got our seat with our battery adapter. This one I'm just running Rigid's 1.5 amp hour or 2 amp hour battery. That'll last me about 6 hours with the headlight that I'm running on it. If stuff shows up in time, I plan on running some more accessories off at this time. But for now, that's what we got. Try running a higher pressure radiator cap this time. It's just a Mylers off of Rocky Mountain. Alright, let's get some new grips. Alright, grips are on. So, got some Strictly Wild grip donuts. New grips, new donuts.
The old ProTaper ones I've been using for the last few years have finally wore out. Alright, since I am going to be running some full wrap handguards, next thing I gotta do is just cut the end caps off these. I like to leave just a little bit of the sleeve exposed right there, so you don't have any of the grip going around over that, lock the throttle open. Same thing on the other side. Alright, seat's ready to go on. Well, I've only had this tank 1 year, but it looks like we've got a little bit of a leak here. Hoping that's just an O-ring. So I'll have to drain the tank and then see if we can seal that. Alright. Got that all drained out. Now it's time to take this seat back off, get this tank back off so we can have a look at it. Pour some fuel in there and we'll see if that's good enough. Nothing so far. We'll let that sit and see how it does in a few minutes. All right, it looks like that seal is gonna hold. Go to the store and get an extra couple O-rings that are the right ones. Take with me on the trip, but nice and dry. Zip ties on this number plate. All right. These handle arc on.
Alright, got the new plastics on, got the tank on, got the handguards on, new grips, headlights on, still works. All we got left is to do the skid plate and swap to the 13.2 sprocket. So, alright, so before I put the skid plate on, got the support brackets. First thing we need to do is we got to protect our frame. So what I do is take an old piece of inner tube from son's bike, and we'll just zip tie this around the frame where it makes contact. It's really annoying when you don't have this, because this aluminum skid plate on aluminum just rattles all the way down the trail. When you get your two pieces for your frame, just cut them in half and zip tie them on there. Same with this piece, it goes up onto your back part of your frame. I've already got that wrapped in a little piece of rubber from last time. Just work that up in there, just like that. Now's the fun part, getting this all worked in. Alright, pretty sturdy. So for the extra tailings, just cut them off. Leave them just a little bit long. Not going to hurt anything. We'll come up to the front part of this, where we get our other support braces on. One here, another one for this bolt over here. Like so. Alright. Go for the harder one first.
Now it's just time to tighten everything down. No rattling. Looks like we're good. All right. Aside from a few small things like doing the transmission fluid and getting her cleaned up a little bit, I think she's ready to rock and roll. This is just a little tagline. All I do is put it in here, tie a square knot. That way if it ever falls off, it'll hopefully swing down, hit my leg, not hit the tire.